You wake up, you grab your phone, you order a coffee, tap. That's $6 gone. You call a car to get to work, tap, $15. You see a show you want to watch, so you subscribe, tap, $12. It feels like nothing. It feels like air. But then the 30th of the month hits. You look at your banking app and your stomach drops. You earn a good salary. You go to work every day. Yet the number on the screen is near zero. You feel gaslit by your own money. You ask, where did it all go? Here is the terrifying truth. You aren't going broke because of one big disaster. You aren't buying yachts. You are bleeding out. You are suffering death by 1,000 cuts. And the worst part? You are holding the knife. Why is it so hard to stop? It's not because you are bad at math. It's because of a brain glitch called the pain of paying. Decades ago, if you wanted to buy that coffee, you had to physically count out cash. You had to hand it over. You saw it leave your hand. Scientists found that this actually triggers the pain centers in your brain. It hurts to spend cash. But big tech companies figured this out, so they invented a painkiller. Credit cards, Apple Pay, one-click checkout. They removed the friction. Now spending doesn't hurt. It feels like nothing. They numbed the pain so they could drain your blood. And let's be honest, you don't buy the latte for the caffeine. You can make caffeine at home for 10 cents. You buy it because life is stressful. That 5-minute transaction is a hit of dopamine. It's a tiny moment where you feel rich and in control. You are buying a feeling, not a drink. But that feeling is the most expensive thing you will ever buy. Let's look at the math. And I don't mean $5 a day adds up to $150 a month. That is third-grade math. We're going to look at wealth math. If you take that $5 a day and put it into the S&P 500, the stock market, and you let it sit there for 40 years, growing at the average rate, do you know what you have? You don't have $70,000. You have $1 million. Compound interest is magic, and you are using it against yourself. Every time you tap that phone for a temporary treat, you aren't spending $5. You are robbing your future self of a fortune. You aren't drinking a coffee. You are drinking a Ferrari. You are eating your own freedom one bite at a time. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, let me have my coffee. The world is on fire. And you're right. Economists have a name for this. It's called the lipstick effect. During the Great Depression and the 2008 crash, people stopped buying houses and cars because they couldn't afford them, but sales of expensive lipstick went through the roof. When the big goals, like buying a house or retiring, feel impossible, we give up. We settle for the consolation prize. We buy the lipstick or the fancy toast because it's a tiny reward we can actually afford today. It makes sense, but it is a trap. This mindset keeps you stuck. It prioritizes looking rich right now over actually being rich tomorrow. You are trading $1 million later for 5 minutes of happiness. So, how do we stop the bleeding without being miserable? Do not use willpower. Willpower is a muscle and it gets tired by 2 p.m. You cannot fight billion-dollar marketing teams with just your willpower. You will lose. Instead, use a robot. It's called paying yourself first. Log into your bank right now. Set up an automatic transfer for the day you get paid. Move that latte money, maybe it's $5 a day, maybe it's $10 a day, into an investment account. Make it disappear before you even see it. If you don't see it, you can't spend it. Here's the deal. You can still have the coffee. I drink coffee every day, but buy your freedom first. Feed your future account, then drink whatever's left over. Don't let $5 cost you $1 million. Stop robbing your future self. Subscribe and keep your million.